Thank you. Thank you for making a difference in people's lives. That's the purpose of the foundation. The purpose of the foundation is to improve your life, and more importantly, to improve the lives of those that you love. That's why we're here. That's why we created this foundation. That's what we do. We improve people's lives. We help them to have a better life. Everywhere I've been to 50 countries. I've been all over the world. One thing I know is that parents, wherever they are, want to help their children have a better life. I've seen it all over the world. India, Russia, it doesn't matter where you are people and they want to help their family. So that's the purpose of the foundation. And one of the things we love to do is to celebrate our students' successes because you are the ones that are making this go. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what's happened this last week as we talk about celebrating our students' successes. So we measured things differently here. And so far, we have added an additional 25 new students this week. We're almost at 12,000 students. I'm guessing we'll hit that the very first part of 2024. Now, the impressive thing is that our students have been online for 149,000 hours. Now, that's what we know of. We don't really have a good mechanism to see all the social media views, the classes that they watch, the watching them live online with Facebook or YouTube. But right now, the ones that we have tracked is we're at about 149,000. And you have spent 274 hours this week learning. You're going to learn, you're going to earn, and then you're going to return. Now, you're going to do all three of those your whole lifetime. But there's certain times in your lifetime that you are doing a lot more. If you're getting started, you got to learn how to do it. And then you got to get out there and do it and earn. And then you need to return. Now, there's two ways to return. Return is by telling other people and helping other people and giving them the systems and strategies of how to do it. And then also there's the return of monetary, of where you're helping somebody financially. You're going to learn, earn, and return. So congratulations to all of you. We had 274 hours this week just in new classes that are online classes. I want to congratulate the top enrollers. Of course, we've got Johnson Etor, who's just tearing it up as usual. Daryl is right after that. Jessa, Agnes, myself, Ludina, Juliet, Faye, Charlie, and Ken all made a huge difference because in order to get somebody started, you got to give them a free membership. And again, as a nonprofit foundation, as a nonprofit charity, as an NGO, our goal is to be able to spread the wealth. You give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. But if you give him a fishing pole, but more importantly, you sell him a fishing pole, then you teach him. You got to teach him how to fish. Teach them the secrets of it, the strategies of it. You can feed him for a lifetime. But if you can teach him how to teach, if you can teach him how to spread the wealth and the word with other people, you can change a whole generation. That's what we're doing. And it all starts with giving people the free membership and then spending quality time with them and helping them get started, learn the strategies, pull the trigger, do something. That's the key. Now, the top 7-day enrollments, this is how we've done this for this week. And you can see this is the top 25. We're going to give Warren Buffett stock, Berkshire Hathaway stock to all the people on this board. And you can see the way we've sorted that is by new enrollments first, because that's just kind of logical. And then after that, we are sorting it by hours. And you can see Johnson's just tearing it up. He and Daryl are the top two. They're doing better than I'm doing. Actually, I'm doing a lot of other stuff. So I want to congratulate every one of you. And even if you didn't enroll somebody this week, you can see the lifetime hours that you're responsible for. Now, this is just level one. This is the people that you've helped. But then when you take a look at the next piece of that is how many people did they help? So I want to congratulate everybody on this board. And even if you're not on this board, if you are passing along the systems, the strategies, if you're passing along the things that you need to do to be able to help other people, I congratulate you. I thank you. You are doing our purpose, which is to help people have a better life, and more importantly, help them to help their children, their loved ones, their family, their friends, their employees have a better life. Now, this is the new complete the Share the Wealth and Win video. This is kind of the beginning class that we ask people to go through. And when you go through that, we're going to put some Warren Buffett Berkshire Hathaway stock into your vault. And then when you get $10 worth in there, then we literally are going to send you our stock. Now, why? Because once you open an investment account, you start thinking differently. You just think differently. Instead of being just a consumer, now you're an investor. You are an entrepreneur. You are changing your finances. You're changing your structure. You're changing the control. You're improving your ability to be able to control your own destiny. So many people are just out in the wind being blown all over because they don't have a simple plan of what they need to do. They don't understand the simplicity. You know, you watch a magician and everybody's kind of oohed and awed, but once you learn how they did it, it's not magic, it's just some trick. It's some strategy. That's a secret. Well, let's teach you the secrets, and then you can do those things for yourself. Things like compound interest, you know, the 5 steps to financial freedom. All those different things are things that you can do, because the one thing that every one of you on this call have in common, when you walk out on the street, everyone you see, everyone you meet, your children, everyone have 3 things in common. Number one, they're going to make money. They're going to make some number of money. Number 2, they have to figure out what to do with it. They've got to manage it. And number 3, they're going to spend. Now, the key is the second one is figuring out the management. It's not just saving it. We've got to get our money to work for us. We're working as hard as we can. We can work smarter. We can find other ways to make more money with our small businesses and other things so that we can do more on step number 1, which is to make more money. But now we need to manage it. We need to get our money to grow. We need it to grow on its own. We need to be able to keep up with inflation. We need to beat inflation. When houses get more expensive, we're excited because we own a bunch of them. When stock gets more expensive, we love it because we own a lot of it. We appreciate it. But this is the first place you start. And so when you finish that, completed the share of the wealth and win, highly recommend this is where you get all of your friends started. And then we'll put some money into the Buffett bucks, and then we'll get that money into their investment account. Top individual hours, you can see we've got students that are spending a lot of hours online. So I want to congratulate all of you. We're going, if you're on this board, you're top 25. We're going to ask you to let us know that you're on that board, and then we're going to send you some money. We're going to put some money into your vault. And this is our top 25 people for the week, top individual hours. So congratulations to every one of you. And you can see we've got people anywhere from 6 hours to 14 hours to 3 hours. The key is to sharpen the saw. I think it was Abraham Lincoln or some, I think that's who it was. It said if I had 8 hours to chop down a tree, I'd spend, I think it was 6 of it hours or 5 of the hours sharpening my saw. Well, that's the key. You need to continually learn. And, you know, when you learn something, it may not be something that you've probably learned it before, but it kicks off a new idea in your head. This is something I needed to be doing more of. Every morning you should be coming out and going through the 5 steps. Step number 1, how do I make more money? How do I make more money? Well, you solve bigger problems, you add more value, and you study successful people. Number 2, you need to separate it. How am I separating it? How am I keeping track of it? Money's a game and games are fun. Finance is a game and games are fun. Making money in my business is a game and games are fun. Number 3, we need to be able to give some away. You can give it away with time, energy, secrets, money, whatever it is, but you got to share. You got to share. It's a spiritual law, but it's also a business law. That's number 3. Number 4, automatically invest. Every day you're saying, how am I doing with my investments? Well, I hope that the market's going down because I want to buy more of it. I hope it's going to be more expensive in 10 years from now, but I would like to buy more of it. I'd like to buy more houses today because I know that in 10 years from now or 20 years from now, they're going to be a lot more money just because of inflation. And then number 5 is to save and spend. What am I doing? How am I spending it? And the 5 steps are a game, and games are fun. So let's go play the game and have some fun. So this is our top people for the week. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for making a huge difference. Make a difference, make it happen, and remember that every life is precious. We're going to say goodbye to our friends from around the world that are watching us on social media. We're going to be right back, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Make a Difference program that we have as we're helping people all over the world. And we have a special guest with us today from the Bountiful Children's Foundation that we are a supporter of that help children, especially children with nutrition in many parts of the world. We'll be right back